Sup guys, Zeenigami here, and let's go through Sanji Zoro Bond Battle on the Japanese version One Piece Treasure Cruise Round 2. That's right, the fights are all different now, the characters that are boosted are different, everything about this fight is brand new, just we're getting the same characters. Remember that any of these characters right here will have their stats doubled. So you really want to use these characters, they will make everything a lot easier having double the stats. Really though, Sabo Koala, Yunashi, Carrot, the bottom row. The three revolutionaries, not as important, but these five, very, very, very useful. Bond Battle, Bandai really is just wringing us out and trying to get that money out of us, and it is killing my spirit for this game, man. Bandai is very, very quickly killing my drive for One Piece Treasure Cruise. They've removed some of the rewards on Bond Battle. Yeah, let's go up to the next difficulty. You no longer have guaranteed skill up books. Now it's just a silver or chance of skill up books, which kind of like, oh hey, we got the pull right away. And Bond Battle, instead of going up, Bond Battle used to go up 3% every single time. So every time you went around a fight, stats went up by 3%, or health went up by 3% for the fight. Now they've increased it to 6%. So now every time you do Sanji Zoro, the health increase is basically doubled. So whatever teams you're using before, they're now going to die twice as fast. Also, every single fight, oh nice. I still want the ticket. Their support Pero's Pero. Which is alright. You basically just use it for a support ability. You'll get enough copies. Every single fight here really wants you to use Nekomamushi, Inuarashi, Sabo Koala. Especially Sabo Koala. Bandai is shoving Sabo Koala down our throats. A lot of players might just have to do the medium difficulty if they want to grind this out. Because the high difficulty, even just level 4, we're already up to 12 million, so we already gained 2 million hit points from 10 million to basically 12 million. Oh yeah, and they want you to use limited rare recruit Carrot too. And so not only does the health go up even more, but so many of our strategies that we were using before, they don't work anymore. They have a special interrupt on Revive that gives you no healing, so Brook teams just don't work anymore. And the most annoying part of all, once you get past stage 15, so starting with level 16, the fight gets harder. Like, the fight doesn't actually just get higher health, they actually give you more mechanics after stage 16, so it actually makes everything even harder. So, free-to-play teams, you really are only looking for, if you make free-to-play teams for this fight, you only can use them maybe twice each. Once you get past level 6, you're not going to be able to use them anymore, because the health value is just higher than a free-to-play team can actually deal damage. I mean, once health goes past 15 million or something, your free-to-play teams just aren't going to cut it anymore. You're going to start having to use legends. So, unfortunately, I'm not making free-to-play teams for this fight because Bandai's just making it so that way it's, like, useless. It's just, you're going to spend so much time trying to make a free-to-play team, you only can use them twice. So the first round, I'm going to use a double Big Mom team. You can also use this team right here with a friend Sabo Koala. That works for a while. This team will get in trouble once you start hitting paralysis on stage 16. So this one should be a little bit better with that paralysis. So we're using Strucin, who will give us all recovery orbs, because on the DEX version of this fight, all primary color orbs are going to count as badly matching for 99 turns. Hey, you know who gets rid of badly matching for 99 turns? Sabo Koala. You don't have Sabo Koala? Well, too bad. We're going to use Strucin to give us all matching orbs later on, so we don't need to worry about that. We can just attack. Your friend captain is also going to get silenced for 99 turns, so you can't even use a friend Sabo Koala once you get past stage 15. So, have fun with that too. There is punching only debuff. You get this every time. Remember that on stage 2 you might get a secret stage. I got secret stage here. I think this gives all this should give all rainbow orbs. Yeah. But he always gives all punching only debuff, and he starts rewinding special, so you really want to kill him right away. Sanji Zoro will also clear buffs, so I can go ahead and use my friend captain here. Why not? Whatever. We're gonna lose those buffs anyways. And we want to eat a Semla orb, so that way we can get the better Big Mom captain ability. Better captain ability, thank you. Oh yeah, we don't get rainbow Semla orbs can't be replaced by Semla orb. Semla orbs can't be replaced by rainbow orbs. Oh yeah, nice. There is that clear debuff. All primary color orbs count as badly matching. Big Mom is going to be our type booster and our orb booster here. Eventually, your bottom row is going to get paralyzed for 5 turns. Your friend captain will be silenced for 99 turns, and they're going to give you a 1.5 times orb boost after that buff clears. So you can't use orb boosters, and you can't use multiple turn orb boosters since they're going to apply it later. So orb boosters, not really going to be useful here. We'll get this type boost and this orb boost from Big Mom. We'll get the delay from Katakuri, or not the delay, but the conditional attack from Katakuri. And the prowess removal and delay from Nami. And Strusen, which would have given us all recovery orbs, but we don't need it. And Akainu for the affinity boost. We got affinity boost, attack boost. Does Strusen do anything for me? Nah, I didn't think so. Then now we just attack. Not really good damage until you get to Big Moms, and Big Moms are going to be doing the bulk of your damage there. That'll last you a while until everything gets worse and worse and worse. Totally forgot to mention that if you leave Sanji Zoro alive on the DEX version, turn 1, they're going to get a 2-hit good barrier for 5 turns and prevent debuffs for 99 turns. So if you want to use a affinity booster like Brook, you could wait until they get that 99 turn conditional attack boost. And on turn 2, they're going to clear buffs, they're going to give you no healing, and they're going to cut your health by 90%. It's all bad things. And of course, Sanji Zoro attacks for like 10,000 plus. So they start hurting, and will start one-shotting you pretty soon. Round 2, we're going to be using a Inuarashi Nekomamushi friend captain with a Whitebeard Marco team. Once again, all these money characters, if you don't have these money characters, too bad. Bandai Namco doesn't really want you to play their game. They want you to spend money and pull the new characters, because these fights are just not free-to-play friendly this time around. It's so funny seeing Bond Battle going from a fight that used to be really fun and interesting to a fight that really just wants to strangle us for money. Thanks, Bandai. Anyways, against the INT version of this fight, we're going to be using Nekomamushi Inuarashi's Orb Boost that on turn 2, so that way we can extend that. And Whitebeard Marco, it doesn't matter which one you are, we will want to be Marco eventually. Since Marco is going to let us swap into Whitebeard. Now there is a special interrupt, there are a ton of special interrupts on this one. There's special interrupt on attack boost, special interrupt on aura boost, special interrupt on heal, special interrupt on health cut, and on end of turn damage. So if you do any of those things, no, denied. Get that out of here. We're using Robin on the right column because eventually on the INT version, your left column is going to be rewinded by 2 turns, or 1 turn after a preemptive attack. So Robin will get all our specials ready, so make sure she's in the right column. And there's also percent damage reduction, and that's what Ein is going to take care of for us, that percent damage reduction. So let's swap over to the side, Nekomamushi, then use that special, hit at least 2 perfects, so that way we can extend that buff. So 1 and 2, then the rest will finish it off. Remember that stage 2 fights have barely any hit points. They counter below 50%, but really you're gonna kill them in 1 turn with basically any team that you're doing this fight with. Alright, they prevent strongly poison and regular poison, so toxic is going to work just fine. We are going to get all bomb orbs, which Whitebeard Marco will help us get rid of. So that will get rid of some bind, that will get rid of some bind. Swap over to Whitebeard, get us the beneficial orbs. Health cut and heal, but since we health cut on the same turn that we heal, it's going to special interrupt the health cut and heal back to full, so we don't have to worry about heal, which would blow our captain away. You can still Toxic, so we can delay and we can still Toxic, even though they have strongly poison and regular poison prevention. So we got affinity boost, 1.25 times type boost, which is fine because we can't use type boost anyways, and you can't use orb boost. So there you go. This is the only character that's not boosted. Attack with the rest, and on your Nekomashi and your Adachi because they have double stats, which is pretty freaking massive. And then finally, we have the PSY version of this fight. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, I hope to remember to put it on the right side. But remember that if you use certain type or color characters on each of these fights, your cooldown will reduce by 15 turns. So on the DEX version, you want to be using a Cerebral, Free Spirit, or Driven character because their cooldowns get reduced by 15 turns. On the INT version that we just did, you want to use a PSY or INT character. And on the last version, the PSY version, you want to use a red, green, or purple character. So red, green, and purple. On this one, we'll get cooldowns reduced by 15 turns. So we're going to be using a Shanks Ben Beckman team with a friend. Who's my friend? Friend Sawakoala. I'm sorry, Shanks Ben Beckman, friend Sawakoala. Where are you? Where? I know I have one. No, I have some. There they are. Friend Sawakoala, so you really want to stack on those Free Spirit and Cerebral characters. And the reason we're using Shanks Ben Beckman Captain instead of Luffy Law is we want to get the orb boost from Luffy Law and extend that with Dofi. And you can't use the extending and the orb boost at the same time because Dofi needs a Cerebral Captain, which by the time you use Luffy Law special, won't be a Cerebral Captain anymore. Now we are using Legend Shirahoshi. Even though Legend Shirahoshi is not boosted, we're using her just for her preemptive that gives us all rainbow orbs. Because later on, we're going to have we're gonna lock our specials to one special a turn. And so the only special we're gonna actually use on a boss fight is Shanks Ben Beckman. Now you can attack with the characters adjacent to your Shirahoshi, since you can use Shirahoshi to give him that rainbow orb again. So we can attack with anyone else there that's next to her, or put her in the middle road and you can attack with 3 different characters. There you go, get that recovery, and get that rainbow orb back. So we'll swap Sawakoala first. Get the special from Sawakoala, the type boost. Then we'll swap Luffy Law. So that way we get the blue Law up. Use Law special. Now we have the 2.5 times orb boost and the 225 times type boost. Dofi extends those buffs. We don't need to use Rob Lucci at all. Rob Lucci is here just because he's a big stats boy. And then we attack. The PSY version for now prevents all debuffs and limits you to 1 special per turn on turn 1. Turn 2, they limit you to 2 specials per turn for 1 turn, so you could wait until turn 2 and try to burst then if you can survive a hit. Later on, they will eventually get a 2-hit perfect barrier for 4 turns, which of all the things is the easiest one to deal with, since, especially on this team, I have 2 characters that aren't doing anything anyways. So 2 hits of perfect hit barrier doesn't matter at all on this team. Special interrupt on orb manipulation that shuffles our orbs doesn't matter at all. And Rob Lucci special is useless. He's just here for the big stats. So if we had 2 hit barriers, there you go. There goes a 2-hit barrier. And that finishes it off. So I apologize once again for not using free-to-play teams. These fights are just so... they just ramp up so fast. And in addition to that, the difficulty increase after stage 16 just makes free-to-play teams not useful. Before Bond Battle, even with a free-to-play team, you could do at least a dozen runs or so until the health got so high that you couldn't really do them. But now that the fight just gets harder after 16, I'm already stage 7. I'm almost halfway to having to use better teams already, and that's just 2 rounds. It's ridiculous how high the health gets. And it's ridiculous how hard this fight is this time around. They really, really, really are making it hard, especially when you consider that if you get really bad luck, with pulls, it's going to take you 700 tickets in order to make sure you get these 5 jewels for Sanji Zoro. Remember to get the jewel for Sanji Zoro before you go on to the next one. That's the one thing you really, really, really need to go on before you go to the next tier. And once you get the Sanji Zoro jewel, then you can click on this button over here to go to the next tier. But make sure you get the jewel before you move on to the next tier. You gotta get the jewel or else you're gonna be behind and you can't max them out yet. Bond battle, man. They're just making it worse and worse. Bandai, what are you doing? Those are 3 or 4 teams for this. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all stay beautiful.